Well, it's about that time again. Let me just quickly get the yesterday's game up. It was Geelong Cats and GWS, yeah. GWS and Geelong Cats, and turns out the Cats had won by 61 points. It was 93 to 32. And even though the ladder is showing it's GWS at the top and the Cats fourth and GWS third, it's just a surprise, that's all, since I thought they would have changed. Now let me say that, yeah, it was 61 points, 93 to 32, and GWS is just above the Cats by one. Now I'm going to be moving on to today's games, and so far it's the Bulldogs and the Suns versus each other right now anyway, and the Bombers and Hawks are going to be versing each other soon. But for now, the Bulldogs are only behind by two, 1-1-7 to with the Gold Coast Suns 139, which yeah is 9 points there and 7 points for the Bulldogs. Bombers and Hawks aren't playing yet, but probably 12:35, 12:30 maybe when they probably might start, because the Bulldogs and the Suns actually started at 11:45. Now let me get on to the Eagles and Port Adelaide game, and since that's playing at 2:35, and actually it's live and free on 7, since it's actually here in Perth at Optus Stadium. It's Eagles and Port Adelaide Powers at 2:35 at Optus Stadium. Live and free, most probably on 7, mate, like it's normally on. Then now let's move on to Sydney and Kangas, or the Swans and Kangas, with Sydney Swans and North Melbourne Kangaroos. It's the SCG at 5:25 p.m. Yeah, that's at the SCG. Now let me move on to the last game on Saturday, I think. Yeah, last game on Saturday, and that's the Adelaide and Carlton game. And they're playing at Adelaide Oval at 2:40. Yeah, it's 5:40, sorry. Yeah, so that's for all of the Saturday games. Now let's move on to Sunday. And sorry I'm saying a lot, but yeah. Let's say Richmond's home ground against the Fremantle Dockers at 11:10 on Sunday. It's the MCG. Yeah, now like I said, it's at 11:10 a.m. and it's not a Freo home ground, so it's Adelaide. It's at Richmond's home ground. Now let's say St Kilda and Melbourne at the SE Oval, whatever it says on the AFL app here. St Kilda and Melbourne are versing at 1:20 p.m. At least here in Perth, it's Perth time. At least when I make this video. And that's the start of Sunday games. Then it's going to be Brisbane versus Magpies, or the Lions versus the Pies, at 2:40 at no wait, that's BB, sorry, GABBA. like I said before in one of my other videos, I can't exactly read or spell or write properly. So, but yeah, it's by the looks of it, it's probably at Brisbane's home ground, Brisbane Lions home ground. Now let's move on to yeah, that was it really. That was the last game, and so just to recap, that last night's game, that GWS and Geelong had a 61-point loss, 93 to 32. And now let's get on to the Bulldogs and Suns game, with 2 points lost to, or 2 point losing so far in first quarter, 8-10. And Essendon and Hawks are gonna be playing soon. So see you in my next video, and enjoy.